So the first thing you have to do when you approach a car is take all the fuel out. So the petrol tank has to come out and all the fuel lines. After that, you try to take out as much of the flammable material in it, the lining, etc., unless that's going to be in shot, which it doesn't in this case, so all that's been stripped out. This one's going to flip, we hope. So there's a big mortar in the back there, which will hopefully flip the car forward. And then there's various charges which are really there for visual effect. So it'll be fireball and all the rest of it, you know, sort of round about it.
Everything getting harder to find. Everybody jumping out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skin. See, we get to the end, but that's where we begin. You feel it? Mannequins and we breaking the mold. Breaking out and we breaking the codes. Similar to the jack who stole to the depths in your wet, so you take explosive, get it out.
We start off in a sculpting process, so we'd sculpt the prosthetic and then take a mould of it in silicone, which is this here. You then layer Pros-Aid into the mould to create your wound, and that's a sticky substance which will then stick to the arm. So you give it a quick wipe and you place it on the skin, peel that away, and then you're left with the positive, which will be the slice in the arm or whatever prosthetic you're applying. And then you blend in some of the edges with a little bit of IPA, and then powder to get rid of the tackiness. And then we go in with the blood, which you've got blood and water mixed with a bit of detergent so that it doesn't bead on the skin. So you just drop it in. Just do a few drips. Just make it look really gory. And there you go, you can relax. That's it.
To make a bullet hit, so the costume department will give you the costume. You first of all look at the material, because that's, you know, how strong is it, what you're going to put in it. But in essence, you get a protective plate, which is metal. It's got foam in the back, and you probably end up adding more foam. And onto the front of that, you put a small detonator and a blood bag. So, and you make up blood bags in all sorts of shapes and sizes, but this is my favourite sort of thing. So the detonator is down at the bottom, and then that is attached inside the coat or the jacket, and you've stripped away all the lining, so it's as thin as possible. And you might even grab a small grater, nutmeg grater, and grate away the costume on the inside. And in this pocket, waiting for later, is just a little receiver. So that just sits in the pocket, and that allows the actor to move around and do whatever action the director wants. And once you arm it, the whole thing is radio controlled.
Everybody jumping out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skins.